This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Holden versus Tippins. You all have been married 9 years, but together 12. You have 2 children together.
2, yes, Your Honor.
Why have you opened this case against your husband?
We're here today because he's been showing some of the same signs from him cheating in the past.
Okay.
And it's like going out, staying out all night, and coming in line and talking about where he's going and where he's at, and just a whole bunch of funny acting stuff that he was showing in the past, from cheating in the past. You know.
So you have experienced cheating with Mr. Tippins before.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And so you know the signs.
Yes, I do.
And so this time around, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
We're not finna do this no more.
So you're done.
But she need to put the past in the past and like
ain't no
sometime
past in
move
the
on.
past because you showing the same signs from the past.
Mr. Tippins.
Yes, sir.
Why are you here? What do you want to prove
I'm
today?
here to prove my innocence and let my wife know that I love her and like things that
love
we
you
done
too.
in the past. Like, it's in the past. It's like, no
But
need
if
to
you
keep...
love me, it
Hold on,
wasn't
Miss Holden. Hold on.
Hold on, we want to
Ma'am,
get
I could even
right
be at home all day long. It's like, she's still accusing me of cheating. I cook, I clean, I wash the dishes, I do
All
everything.
right, I'm like a man
And
that
sometimes
can't
it's
out.
like, this lady, sometimes she'll drive you crazy to avoid situations, to keep arguing and going back and forth with her. It's ways to avoid situations.
So
I just
staying
leave
out all
out.
night is a way.
I have to go out and get a drink.
Staying
You know, you
up
see what I'm doing?
for 6,
Miss
7
Holden,
hours
Miss
all
Holden.
night long?
Let me hear from him.
What kind of drink he get?
Miss Holden, let me hear from him.
Sometimes you have to just stay away from the house, man. It's like... things
Mr.
you can
Tippins,
put up
what
with.
kinds of things is she doing to try to catch you?
She goes through my phone, sometimes follows
tell you
me,
about that.
stalks
Miss Holden.
me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
If
Miss
I'm
Holden,
at work...
hold on, Mr. Tippins.
Yes, sir.
Miss Holden, you got a lot to talk about, and we are going to hear from you, I promise. But let me hear his side of the story. We heard your side of the story. Let me hear his side of the story.
Let me tell you this.
That's
No,
one of the
no,
problems we
no,
have.
no.
You see?
No.
That's one of the things we have right there.
He
Miss-
a victim in everything.
Miss Holden. Miss Holden. Now,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Tippins.
Yes, Your Honor.
What kinds of things does she do to try to catch you cheating?
She goes to my phone, Your Honor, calling my job and just...
How does that make you feel?
It just makes me... it's embarrassing sometimes, you know? It's really embarrassing.
Wait a minute, Mr. Tippins.
Yeah.
Is it true that you cheated in the past?
Yes, I have cheated in the past, but I got led to reasons...
But she feels like when you're not around, she's got to wonder about what you're doing. So you got to give her some grace about that.
Well, let's figure, Miss Holden, what happened in the past?
Right after I had my baby, it's this lady that he's been messing with, before me. Okay, right after I had my baby, he got out the car with me, and on his phone, she calls his phone. And I pick up the phone, hello? It's a woman voice, hello? But she hung up when she heard my voice.
But she's not telling
And so
you.
Hold on,
he
Miss-
got back to the car. He got back to the car, say, Jamel, a girl just called your phone. He said, what you doing with my phone? A girl just called your phone. He fight me over the phone. I'm talking about all over me, trying to fight me over the phone.
And you think, okay, why you acting like that? If it's just a friend or whatever, why you acting crazy?
First of all, ain't no friend supposed to be calling his phone. I'm your only friend.
He can't have,
Okay, so-
wait, he can't have
I
any
can't
female,
even
we can
have
talk.
friends. I
Miss
can't do
Holden,
nothing.
he
You
can't
see?
have female friends?
No,
She's
what
very
kind
controlling,
of, no.
very
He don't
controlling.
want me to have female friends.
Miss Holden, have you ever caught him with a woman?
Okay, the fast food place where he used to work at. I pulled up one day. Some light-skinned girl and her baby sitting in the car. When he got out and went to the fast food place, that's when I went in there and I confronted him then. So who you in the car with?
I took
Who
off
is
running.
this?
I just left, you know?
Who is this you in the car with? He had no explanation. What you doing in his car? Once again, it's his boss wife. He handling some business for his boss wife. I mean, why you gotta do it? Why you in the car?
So you've had these issues of cheating in the past, but you took him back. Tell me why you take him back.
Because I love him, Your Honor. That's my husband. I'm
Because she was
blame it
doing
on
things
that.
also
That's
at
my
the time,
husband, and I love him, and he's a good provider, and like we're there for each other.
You love him,
I love him.
and you keep taking him back.
And I keep taking him back, but this time, it ain't no love. For love don't live here no more. If this come out to be what I think it is, it ain't no love.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're at the point now where love ain't gonna cover it no more.
It's not. I'm
and you
tired.
done if
I'm
you
so
find out
tired.
he's cheating.
If I find out he's cheating,
Excuse
baby,
me,
he
Your
gonna
Honor.
have to sign them papers.
Why do you think we're at that point now? What's going on now that makes you think he's cheating?
Because he's showing some of the same signs. Like I said once before, he's showing some of the same signs. This last little girlfriend that he was messing with. One day I'm looking through his phone. You know, on Facebook you hit the search thing. First thing I see is her face. We freshly back together. First thing as I see is her face, his ex-girlfriend.
Okay, you submitted this information to the court, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's take a look.
See that? Go to the top of the page where the little magnify glass at.
Right.
And you'll hit, you'll just push that, and then you'll type in a person's name that you're looking for, and it'll pull up their whole page.
So when you went and looked at his page,
I didn't even
the
type the
last
name
thing
in.
he searched
was her.
and it came up.
Her face, she come up just cheesing, just smiling.
His
And then her.
ex-girlfriend.
That's his ex-girlfriend.
And this is a woman he cheated with while he's been married to you.
Yes.
Mr. Tippins, why are you searching
I was just
for your
looking.
ex?
So I was just looking. I mean, which I was probably wrong doing that, but I mean, I
But
wasn't
why were you
doing
looking
anything.
for her?
I was just searching through the Facebook page and it popped up. So
No,
I was
she
just like,
can't
I was
pop
just
up
trying
if
to see
it's
what's
on
going
a
on.
search thing. How you
It
gotta
just
search for
popped
her.
up. It
You
just
gotta
popped
type
up
her
on my
name in
page.
there
Help
for
me
her
out with
name to
this.
come up.
Okay, Cutler.
Since you all got back together, have you had sexual contact with his ex-girlfriend?
No, sir, I have not.
You have not.
I have not.
Only thing you did was look on Facebook,
That's
but that
right.
was it. That's
I
what you're
haven't had
saying.
no communication with her. I know her phone number still. I haven't tried to call and get in contact with her because I'm trying to put the past in the past and
hold
move
on.
with my wife and my family. And I
Okay.
know if this going on, we done been through this. If I'm so serious about it, I didn't want to do nothing that I would want my wife to do to me.
Miss Holden, I can see that by the look on your face, this is not the only reason you think he's cheating.
It's not.
Okay, tell me.
This is not the only reason. Okay, first of all, the same stuff that he used to do, because he was cheating. Okay, when we separated, he was cheating on his girlfriend with me. Tell her, baby, I'm finna go to the corner store, something like that. Okay, and then he'll come to my house around 12 o'clock, and he won't leave until like 5 in the morning. So,
And
but
now he's doing that.
He doing that to me. He tell me he
When
finna
I'm
go to the
doing
corner
this
store.
now, she's causing
Your
problems
Honor.
to her
Mr. Tippins,
life.
hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody quiet.
Yes, sir.
I'm surprised you haven't grabbed that gavel, Mr. Cutler.
We are trying to find out what is going on here. We cannot do that if you all are talking not only over you all, but you're talking over us too.
Sorry. Yes.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to just dismiss your case and throw it out
And here's
because
the
we
thing.
can't get the information.
The way y'all are dealing with us is how you deal with each
I
other.
ain't even got to that part yet.
And that is why y'all here, because y'all don't even listen to each other. Y'all
Not
don't
a
listen
word.
to us.
Not
y'all
a
don't
word
listen to each other.
anybody's saying.
So, finish telling me about
Okay.
this issue.
So he would tell a girlfriend that he's going to get something to eat, and he would come to my house.
Okay.
And he's starting to do something like the same things with me. Like for instance,
Tell me about that.
okay, like for instance, the other night he say he going to the corner store. The corner store, can I show you?
Sure.
Okay.
You brought an exhibit.
Step to the monitor,
plasma.
please.
Okay. Your Honor, this here is our house.
Okay.
He say he going to the corner store. If he walking, it's 8 minutes to the corner store. It's just right there. But he driving, so we're gonna make that 2 minutes. Why it take you 6 hours, for 4 to 6 hours to go to the corner store?
6 hours
6 hours to go to the corner
to
store.
go from your home to
from my house to the corner
an
store.
8-minute walk.
He
is
driving.
taking 6 hours by
She getting on
car.
my
Yeah,
nerve. I gotta do
he's
something.
driving.
I
And
gotta
then
do
you
something.
come back
you know?
with what he say he supposed to got at the store.
So you are absolutely sure in your mind that he was out with another woman cheating. Because that's exactly what he did when he was
It's
cheating
the
with
same thing. It's the same exact thing.
But
Okay,
she's
step
not
back.
letting
You
you
so
know.
good.
She's not
Mr.
letting you know.
Tippins.
Yes, sir.
you. Did you go for a 6-hour beer?
I ain't go for no 6-hour beer. I'm dealing with her fussing and fighting, arguing all the time. So when I leave to get a beer, the reason why I'm out,
Why do I do
I'm getting a piece of mind.
But
I'm
Mr.
just sitting at
Tippins, here's the
store.
problem though. When you leave to say, I'm going to the store to pick up items A, B, C, and D, and then you come back 6 hours later and you don't even have the items you were going to the store for, that's creating suspicion, especially given the fact that you've cheated in the past. You see how that plays out?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we hear it all the time, love, in this courtroom. I didn't tell him X because I didn't want Y to happen.
Yeah.
And then you end up with Z happening.
Which is worse.
Which is worse, because she may not like that you're going away for 2 hours, but at least you've been truthful about it.
Yeah.
When you lie and say, I'm going to the corner store, and she knows it's 3 minutes away, she's like,
Can I say something,
then-
Your Honor? I can go to the store and come right back, and it'll still be a problem.
He never does.
It's always a problem.
It's never
I
a
do.
comeback.
it is nothing worse than a man who just disappears.
Miss Holden, Do you have any other reason to believe that he's cheating?
Okay, another disappearing act. Okay, this is a couple of nights back. Okay, we were out at his friend's house and they was shooting dice, playing or whatever. And so he dropped me. It was me, my daughter, and his other friend. It's like 12:30 at night. He drops us off at home, and he supposed to go drop his friend off and come back to the house because he wasn't shooting no dice. It wasn't looking good on the dice game that night. So I know how long it take for him to go drop his friend off and come back. It don't take about 15, 20 minutes. So an hour or two passed, I'm calling his phone. I don't want to talk. That's the first thing he have on his voicemail. His phone going straight to voicemail the whole time. If you're not doing nothing, why you not answering your phone? Now, you know my daughter got to go to school, and we wake up at 6 o'clock to get her ready. By 6:30, we out the door. You still ain't home. You left
6 a.m.?
Your Honor, he still ain't home. He still ain't home.
True enough, I stayed out late that night. I was out having drinks and I was shooting dice, nothing more, nothing that. But second of all, the reason why I didn't answer my phone while she was calling, because I'm shooting dice. I'm winning. Have you ever gambled before? And she's calling me on my phone. I can't concentrate.
I like a good game of dice like everybody else, Mr. Tippins. But till 7 a.m.?
I mean, at the time, the reason why I stayed out to 7 a.m., this is how I had felt. I called and I was on my way home. She's just blah, blah, just going off. So I'm like, you know what? When I go home, I know it's gonna go on. First of all, let me speak.
You had been gone since that night.
Can I speak, please? First of all, I was like, well, if I'm gonna go home to this, why not have fun? You know? So I stayed on out. I knew I was already in the doghouse, you know? So I said, I might as well stay out and enjoy myself, you know?
All right.
And that's the reason why I stayed out.
All right, I think we have heard enough. I know I have heard enough. Have you heard enough, Love?
My head is spinning.
All right, so let's review. You suspect your husband is cheating because he's cheated in the past.
Yes, ma'am.
You recently found your husband searching for a woman he cheated on you with in the past. You see him going out and he's disappearing, staying out all night, telling you, I'll be right back. He doesn't come back. And moreover, this is a pattern that you've experienced when he was cheating with you.
She's seen it before.
On his girlfriend. So all of this together means, in your mind's eye, he's cheating.
Yes,
if you find out that he is still cheating, you are done.
He out of there. I'm not gonna keep putting myself and my kids through this. He's gone.
He's gone.
So this court has done a complete and full investigation to find out, is he cheating?
At this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams. Ron, please escort Mr. Williams into the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor. Michael Williams. How are you, sir?
Good day, Mr. Williams. How are you?
Good day, Your Honor.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Tippins, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you're here to share the results.
Yes, sir.
For the record, would you tell us about your credentials?
I have been a polygraph examiner for the last 25 years. I'm a retired federal agent.
All right. Are you nervous, Mr. Tippins?
No.
He looked.
You want to get this done?
I want to say something. Can I say something?
No, we're getting ready to do the polygraph. Okay. Mr. Tippins was asked, the night you dropped your family home and went back to your friend's house to play dice, did you have sexual intercourse with any women? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector prove?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Oh. Ooh, look at her. She's grabbing her chest. She's doing this.
I think that's
Big
the first smile I've seen.
I know.
That's the first smile I've seen during this proceeding.
All right. And Mr. Tippins standing there cool and calm. Let's see what else.
Mr. Tippins was asked, since rekindling your relationship with your wife in 2016, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman other than your wife? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
Well, on this question, there were no significant physiological responses, which indicated to me Mr. Tippin was being truthful.
There's that smile again.
There's
that smile again.
All right, Mr. Tippins, whatever you got to say it to her.
What I gotta say is, we've been married 10 years, you know. I'm about to cry, I'm not ashamed of it. All I would like you to do for these 10 years, though, is just carry my last name. I'm showing that I've been honest and have not been doing anything, and I just would like you to carry my last name. Let's move forward and raise our kids and be adults instead of being childish.
You got that.
Ms. Holden, what do you have to say to Mr. Tippins?
Baby, I love you. And I'm very relieved, I'm very happy that you're not cheating. But you need to stop all this whole staying out at night. You know, and what I don't understand is, Jamel, that you know how I'm gonna act when you do that. So why even do that? Why even go through it?
All right,
know?
now, you all have got to learn how to communicate. You all are always talking and never hear what the other person says. That is not effective communication, and it is killing your relationship.
Yes, it is.
To the point where you got to run out like, I don't want to be bothered with this, and because he's running out, you're steadily chasing after him because he's running out. You can't have a successful relationship like that. It doesn't work. That is the biggest step you all need to accomplish.
We have counseling. He's going to talk to you about your communication skill sets so that you can be quiet and you can listen. And as we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of a chance to have a happy, where you're listening to each other relationship. Court is adjourned.